Hey guys, so what I want to show you today is how to do a tape stop sort of effect with like handmade, handcrafted. Now I know many programs that you will be using today and many plugins and all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of ways to do this, and some of them are like automatic ways with plugins. Um, but one of the advantages of working with an ancient sequencer like I do, which is Logic 5 for PC, which is like over a decades old, is that you don't have many of these options that are like kind of built in, and you don't have tools to do all sorts of things. So you kind of have to learn how to do them handcrafted. And as we know from arts and crafts, handcrafted things are usually the most prized and come out the best. So I'm going to show you how to do this tape stop sort of effect, handmade. And in this track, it's already been made. So I already did it, and I'll let you hear for a second what I'm talking about. So let's say you have a track running, and right here, if you'll notice, I have like let's say this segment, and this would be my crash, and then my groove section, and then I'll have like something going on, and this segment will kind of end and pass to another segment, and I want to have um, if you know my music, I usually don't like really big breaks. I usually I kind of like it, the German techno way, where just it goes from one part to the next part smoothly without announcing itself too much. But sometimes I do like to have little passes, so I've chosen to do a tape stop here. So let's just hear it. Enough words. Let's hear the whole segment with the tape stop going into the next segment, and then I'll show you what I did. So it's really like for a split second there and just gives a little break and pew, next, it's like a pass. So it's a really quick tape stop. It's exactly on the beat. It's really, how you'd say, like really, really fine tuned exactly how it's supposed to be, as opposed to doing it with a plugin because it's handcrafted. So what did I basically do? As you see, let's highlight just this loop where it breaks, where it tape stops. So I have most of the sounds that are playing. They're stopping. The hi-hats, which are these, they're playing until the break, stopping for a minute and then continuing, as well as some of the other sounds. And the only sounds that are playing in this one bar, I have the kick and the snare slapping, and then just whatever sounds are being tape stopped. So what I've decided to use, usually take sounds that do have some content, some information that you can pitch down. So I've taken the pad, which is this. I've taken this thing that I call birds, and then this thing. Oh, it's worth to mention. I should mention this is not an original tune. This is a remix we are working on for Digicult. His track their track every single second. It's like a remix competition that we're working on. So this is an Ocean Star Empire remix. So just worth to mention. So I'm taking all three of these, and then what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've cut them. After the break, they're continuing as if nothing happened. At least two of them, and I've taken, if I go here without the tape break, it would have. So the trailer would just continue normally. So I have cut it here and the other two sounds to have myself a little piece that goes just on this break. And then I've opened each one of these pieces in Wave Editor, and it would be like this in SoundForge. So I would have, that would be the little melody from Digicult. That's the little birds piece. And this is the choir. So what I've basically done is really, really simple. All you have to do is you go into effects and do a pitch drop. That's it. So my pitch drop, I've decided sometimes I usually go by like a full octave or 2 octaves, like by the I pitch drop it by like I wanted the same frequency across like an octave or two. But you can obviously choose different things, you know, you can do different pitch drops. But on this track I've decided to have it really drop. So I'm dropping it across this little short loop from the 0 frequency into minus 24 semitones, which is 2 octaves. So the original sounds would be like this, and then the pitch dropped ones would be, I just called them down, so that's one of them. And the choir would end up like this, and the, where is it? The birds. That would be the birds. Now, I've done this across a really short segment. If you want like a really more pronounced, like if you're doing um, dark psy, or even on this track, you know, I could have done it across 4 bars or something, get like a really like droppy drop over there. But I just really wanted like a little slap, you know. I wanted like, you know, kick hit, baseline hit, pow, whoop, you know, just what you're hearing basically. So again, let's hear what it ends up like. So I think it's really cool. Again, just my personal taste is I kind of dislike it when things are too vulgar, you know, too cool, you know, too dubsteppy, like wow, this like a million effect and stuff. But this is just a neat little way to do a short little cool thing with your track. You can use the same technique that I've shown here. You know, think out of the box. If you're whatever sequencer you're using, you can do this. If you're using Cubase, you're really blessed because you don't even need a wave editor. You can just right-click and apply the pitching effect on the wave itself, and that is really awesome. But again, even if you work with a wave editor, you know, it's really simple, and you can do this not just for pitch, you know, I could have done the same thing and put like a time stretch or whatever on these samples. So try it out. Just another thing for your productions. I know you guys know how to do it in a million other ways, but yeah. So see you in the next video, and I hope you do take something cool from here. See ya.